Don Chevrier ringside with Alex Wallow for the 9th round. Scheduled for 12. McGirt and Taylor. It is all Meldrick Taylor since the first round when he turned the tables on Buddy McGirt, who's got a cut to worry about. He's got fatigue to worry about and an enormous deficit in points as well.
And in between rounds, Al Certo, as soon as his fighter got back to his stool, told Buddy McGirt, "Buddy, I'm going to give you one more round, and that's it." Buddy McGirt screamed in protest, said, "No, Al, please, I'm trying." But Al Certo said, whether he changed Al Certo's mind or not remains to be seen.
He is a stiff-legged, tired champion, gamely battling on, but fighting a perhaps impossible uphill battle.
If he wasn't a 24-year-old kid who's never been in a real bad war, save the Frankie Warren fight, you'd say he's a sharp fighter. He's fighting like an old man. His legs appear completely dead, and they went dead early.
And if he's looking for that big right hand or that enormous left hook of his to take Taylor down, remember this, Meldrick has not been down as a pro, had one flash knockdown against a Cuban as an amateur.
And he's been hit hard. His chin has been tested. Meldrick has a very good chin. In fact, Buddy McGirt tested it here in the first round.
Yes, he did.
Meldrick not only survived, but prospered.
While you enjoy this action, we'll remind you some great NFL action coming up on Monday Night Football. Last two champions, Giants and Redskins. New time for the month of September, 8 Eastern on ABC. And perhaps no time for Buddy McGirt this afternoon, with now just a minute remaining in the round. Here is Meldrick's twin, Eldrick, right into it. He liked what he saw there. I mean, it is so obvious that Meldrick Taylor, if he lacked it earlier, has a world of confidence going for him now. And yet McGirt gamely battles on, hoping to tag him, hoping to take him down. Proud champion that he is.
That's right. And you saw for the first time Meldrick wobble a little bit straight backwards, back straight up there from a McGirt right hand. Not really hurt, not any danger, but at least it might be something enough to make Buddy McGirt, make his case to Al Certo to let the fight continue.
That is round 9. Here is the 10th round. Meldrick Taylor, of course, has gone this distance 7 times. There was a bit of a question about him going 12. It's kind of silly, really. There appears to be no problem in him going beyond 10 all the way to 15 if he had to.
Well, not only that, I mean, he's built up such a commanding lead, at least on our scorecards, that Buddy McGirt has to score a knockout now. It's not a matter of Meldrick Taylor. He could just hold on and win a convincing victory. When Buddy McGirt got back to Certo's, back to the corner, Al Certo said, "Buddy, I'm not going to stop it because you want to win it so bad."
Remarkably, no knockdown in this bruising battle, now a one-sided affair. My scorecard, I suppose, doesn't look much different from yours, Alex Wallow. That is a McGirt 1-point victory in the first round and a string of 10 9s for Taylor thereafter.
Yeah, giving Buddy the benefit of the doubt, I scored the 4th round even, but other than the 1st and the 4th, every round 10-9 for Meldrick Taylor.
And very big rounds in the odd rounds, the 3rd, 5th, and 7th for Taylor.
Buddy McGirt has to have a knockout to win.
Yes.
Appears like the unlikeliest of outcomes right now.
You would think that Meldrick got rid of his tendency to be careless in that dangerous first round and won't risk that now. He's halfway into the 10th. As of 2 days ago, all championship bouts in the IBF jurisdiction went back to 12 rounds from 15. This is the first in this country in the 12-round distance since that change.
Let me point out one thing about Buddy McGirt's fight history. He has scored 2 of his knockouts in the 10th round and 2 in the 12th round. So he has demonstrated in the past late-round punching power. I consider it very unlikely that he could put on that kind of a display against somebody with the ability and the youthful energy that Meldrick Taylor has right now.
Now, if you were in Taylor's corner, what would you be telling him at this stage with 2 rounds to go? Keep doing what you're doing, or lay off for a couple of rounds and enjoy your lead and play it safe?
I think I would let Meldrick Taylor continue to do what he's doing. I think that to put him in a shell, a defensive shell, in effect to prevent defense, might be a mistake. He's having it all his own way. He's never been seriously hurt since the first round. I think I would let him fight his fight.
And he's been doing that beautifully since round 2. Not only is it unlikely that McGirt can tag him, it's a tired Buddy McGirt, although very game with an enormous challenge ahead of him. So this will just about do it as Taylor gets a good right off for the 10th round. We have 2 to follow. Don Chevrier, Alex Wallow into an 11th round in the McGirt Taylor IBF Junior Welterweight Championship bout. Meldrick Taylor, the Olympic champion of '84, within 2 rounds, as his corner wisely told him, of claiming his first World Pro Crown.
At the end of the last round, the blood was streaming out of Buddy McGirt's left eye. They've stopped it for the time being.
Basically, that cut, which appeared about 2 or 3 rounds ago, is held up very nicely. Despite Taylor's efforts to reopen, a good right thrown by McGirt that landed. That got Meldrick's attention.
It did. I was just going to say, Buddy just seemed to have a little bit more on his punches. He woke Meldrick up, and now Meldrick's pinned Buddy on the ropes and is taking out whatever energy Buddy had summoned seemed to be drained out of him by the Taylor response.
Oh, he has sapped his energy with that exchange again, finishing what McGirt started. And the blood you can see now trickling from that ominous-looking cut at the left eye. Again, this 11th round represents the furthest that Taylor has gone in his pro career, and he's doing so with ease as we're about midway through it.
You see that little tick that Meldrick has at the end of an exchange? Watch him bring both hands down and lift up his trunks. It's just a little nervous habit he has. Buddy McGirt at his peak would take advantage of that. Would have figured out that he does it by now and jumped on him with punches. But he hasn't done it.
Oh, he's dropping the gloves. He's showboating. He's taunting McGirt. And frankly, he's embarrassing him. He did this against Cubanito Perez toward the end of that bout.
The thing you have to love about Meldrick Taylor, with the exception of his draw against Howard Davis, which he says was a case of personal problems getting in the way of his performance in the ring, Meldrick Taylor has come up for his toughest opponents. He's fought the best against the toughest, whether it's Cubanito Perez, Harold Brazier. He just has performed well when the competition is there. And here in the most important one, in the toughest fight, he's performed exceedingly well against the champion, Buddy McGirt.
Against a boxer who's earned enormous respect for his recent outings, his defeat of Warren, his impressive defeat of Howard Davis, a man who they said was really underrated and deserved more consideration. He has taken him apart here today.
I mean, if you were here at the beginning of the fight, you heard the comments by the ring insiders about Buddy McGirt and really what a great fighter is. Meldrick Taylor just has had everything his own way. He's handled him with ease.
And he's having another very big round here.
And you see Meldrick Taylor, as he's done after virtually every round since
let's go to work.
put up his hands in triumph.
This is it.
He is rehearsing that victory pose.
Dig deep, baby.
There's that cut being attended to.
Last round, buddy, you got to do it.
Jab the hell out of him for about a half a minute. You understand? Then after you get him slowed down from whatever he's doing, whether he's moving or punching, you'll slow him down with the jab. Then Henry Armstrong.
He's making a good one.
Now look, Henry Armstrong. You got me covered? Okay, Henry Armstrong, but slow him down. Slow him down first.
Last round, TNT. Let's go, TNT. 3 minutes to win the champion of the world. Let's go, baby. That's right.
All right.
Let's get it. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down.
Start off, hold it. Start off moving. See, start off moving, jabbing him. Confuse him. Then Armstrong.
You heard George Benton say, at least twice in there, Henry Armstrong. He's referring to the style of the great three-time world champion Henry Armstrong, champion in 3 divisions at the same time. And the style that Henry Armstrong had, that's a slip, that's no knockdown. And that is constant pressure, constant power, bobbing, weaving, bending, and just putting all the pressure on your opponent with incessant punching.
McGirt will give it all he has. He'll let it all fly, hoping to nail Meldrick Taylor, his only chance. But he's catching now as he comes in.
One thing Henry Armstrong always did was stay in punching range. Even when he stopped punching, he moved to the side, so he's always in range to hit his opponent. And with a couple of exceptions, Meldrick Taylor has done a good job of doing that here today.
I think it is remarkable that he has not taken McGirt down in the last 3 or 4 rounds. He has hit him hard enough for a man to fall, but Buddy hangs in there.
That's a tribute both to Buddy McGirt's heart and his determination to keep his championship, and also the fact that Meldrick, while he can land those kind of... And there, Randy Newman, the referee, warns Meldrick for low blow. And also the fact that Meldrick has not yet mastered the leverage that he needs to get maximum power on his punches. But he has been a very sharp puncher, and certainly has had enough power to sap the energy out of Buddy McGirt.
They come down to the halfway mark in the 12th and final round. McGirt's cut reopened above the left eye. He is off balance, staggering backwards now, and I don't know if he's going to make the 12-round bell to end it. He is tremendously tired. Gamely battling
Meldrick
off.
Taylor now has a very bad cut on his right eye. It must have been a bunt. I did not see a punch that would close it, but Meldrick Taylor has a gaping cut over his right eye. It will not be there. Al Cerdo stopped the fight. Al Cerdo's
taking his man out of it. McGirt with a minute to go.
Just a little more than 1 minute to go. Al Cerdo, even though Meldrick Taylor had just been busted up, decided to seen enough and stopped the fight.
And they immediately go to work on Meldrick's eye. That's the cut that you talked about and noticed alertly. And for Meldrick, fortunately, it happened as late as it did, if it had to happen at all. But McGirt's cut occurred about 4 rounds ago, and his corner saw that is reopened, and they didn't like the beating he was taking anyway.
And Don, at age 17, Meldrick Taylor did everything that was asked of him in Los Angeles to win an Olympic gold medal. And here at age 21, he did everything that was asked of him. An underdog coming in. Some people said it was too soon. He proved he's a true professional.
Well, who knows what the next 4 years will bring for this brave young champion who appears to be on his way to a place in the World Pro Boxing record books. We'll be back to Atlantic City right now. Let's go to New York and Frank Gifford. In his corner, having lost his title. Let's get the official announcement from Ed Darien.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Randy Newman stops this bout at 2 minutes of the 12th round, and the winner by a TKO and the brand new International Boxing Federation Junior Welterweight Champion, Meldrick TNT Taylor.
Well, Meldrick Taylor has done it. He came in as the 8 or 9 to 5 underdog, but he stops McGirt about. He obviously had a big lead in any event, but he takes him out with a minute to go as the corner of Meldrick succeeded here in round number 12. Let's go to the